Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Samaotaki, a Buddhist witch. So for those of you who don't know me, I am from Instagram. I used to be a sex worker and now I am not. So I do tarot and I am a student of astrology, and right now I'm actually moving from Western astrology to Vedic astrology. So on this channel I actually am going to be giving the Vedic astrology report instead of the Western astrology report. So just a heads up, it's going to be different, okay? So a quick little lesson on the difference of Vedic and Western astrology. The biggest difference is that Western astrology aligns the signs up with the seasons, and Vedic astrology reads the signs and the planets in relation to the earth. So there's a slight calculation difference there. So I tried to film this video prior, and of course I messed up because I haven't been in front of a camera for a very long time. So I already pulled the cards for this week. I have not looked at them yet, so we'll see what comes up. I also still need to pull these cards for this week. So what I will be doing right now is I'm going to read the energies for this week using tarot, and then I will get into what the astrological influences are this week as well. The questions that I asked the tarot are: what's the theme of the week? What's the energy of the beginning of the week? Challenges this week, advice, and end of the week energies. I also picked some Ascended Masters that may be with us this week, and I'm going to look at the soul coaching deck in a second to see what else is up. We also have the subconscious card, what is happening underneath, and the reading. I asked my ancestors and my masters to read the energies of everyone who is going to be watching this video, okay? So whenever you watch this video, I hope this resonates with you. So last week especially was really crazy. We had the new moon last night on Saturday, and also Saturn finally went direct after all this freaking time. And also Saturn's post shadow finally ended on Friday. So there was a lot of things happening the last 5 months, a lot of energies, a lot of commotion in everybody's life of change and all that stuff. And now kind of it's finally settling. You know, Pluto is going direct this week too. So this is like the finishing touches of all the karma, basically, and things that need to be put to rest, okay? So the big theme this week, we have Seven of Cups reversed. So Seven of Cups reversed suggests that we have a lot of options on the table right now. You know, we closed a bunch of doors, a bunch of windows went flying open, right? So this is a time though where you really have to pay attention to all the information that is being given to you, because everybody collectively is in a very chaotic place. So everyone's kind of just grabbing at straws, you know what I mean? So with the decisions that you make this week, really make sure they resonate with you, because you don't want to create another karmic habit or another karmic anything with yourself now. You know, this is a big start of a new karmic cycle. So really shut the book on shit that you're over with, but don't start bullshit that's new. Take your time with things. Theme this week is really look at all your options, really look at what people are telling you, see what is real and see what isn't, because everyone collectively is in a very chaotic state, okay? So you may not have all the information that you really need to make a reasonable choice. Okay, so let's look at the start of the week. So this is the energies from today throughout probably like Wednesday. We have Two of Cups reversed, okay? So this kind of signifies some disharmony in partnerships. This doesn't necessarily mean relationship. It could mean relationship, could be business, could be something. But basically, if you have been feeling that some sort of relationship in your life, this could relate to Seven of Cups reversed, basically saying that someone in your life may be telling you a lot of things with no actual concrete detail or without any intention of following through. That might be, if you are sensing that with anybody this week, it's gotta go, okay? Listen to your intuition, you know, you really gotta put to rest any partnerships or relationships, whether it's friendships, business, romantic, anything that just is not serving you, because that energy isn't gonna change at this point. You know what the answer is, you know how they are, done, dead. The challenge this week is judgment, okay? So this makes, I mean, I get it. it's really, really hard to step into your next soul evolution. I feel like that's really what's going on for a lot of people. I feel like this isn't like a classic, like, oh, like flipping the chapter, you know what I mean? I think this is literally like closing one book and starting a whole ass new book. Like, I really feel like people are evolving on a soul level. So it's really, really scary. It's a huge change, you know? But it has to be done. You know it has to be done. So really, really step into that. Step into the new you. It's going to be hard, but step into it. Because in advice, we have 8 of Spears reversed. So that's good, okay? 8 of Spears is good for advice because it means don't rush anything. So there is this huge soul evolution happening. There is a lot of karmic ties ending. There's a lot of karma, new karma being created. So make everything slow and methodical. You don't want to rush anything. You don't want to rush your soul evolution because this is going to stay for a long time, okay? And the end of the week, so this is, you know, pretty much Thursday through Saturday, maybe leading into next Sunday, we have 8 of Swords reversed. So that's really good too. 8 of Swords reversed, it means that, you know, a lot of the thoughts that you've been having recently is negative self-thought, it's negative self-talk, it's things that aren't even real, and finally now you are picking the swords out of your brain. You're just like, you know what, I'm done. So I feel like this week really it's going to start out with a lot of, not a lot of, it's probably conflict actually that you already are aware of, and you kind of, maybe this is the confirmation that you needed to kind of just squash it. But there's just a lot of growing energy, but just know that it's happening slowly and it's happening very methodically, okay? So nothing is rushed, okay? But everything is unfolding in divine timing, because what we have underlining this whole week, we have 5 of Swords reversed. So 5 of Swords reversed, what's happening in our subconscious right now is that all of us are kind of just tired. We're kind of tired of fighting. We're tired of fighting ourselves. We're tired of fighting other people. We're tired of fighting the universe. We're tired of fighting flow. We're tired of fighting whatever it is. So this week it's really just about, okay, I'm done, I'm tired, let me just put everything to rest so I can finally move forward. Because our Ascended Masters this week, we have Siddhartha, Buddha, saying meditate, and we also have Jesus, okay? Open your heart to love. So those are 2 big heavy hitters that were real people, okay? They were 2 real people. I know people kind of argue that Jesus wasn't real, but I could tell you right now that Siddhartha was a real human being. The Buddha was a real human being who actually did all the things, and we still follow his teachings to this day. And Jesus, I personally do really believe that he was a real human being too. So these are 2 examples of people who really, really took hold of their soul and their soul evolution and went to, well, heaven with it. I was about to say hell, but went to heaven with it, literally. So take that energy. We also have the messages, drop it. So I love this imagery because it's like anything that is really just holding you down, anything that is upsetting you, just drop it, get rid of it. What's the fucking point? You know, for real, like we are moving into a whole new time. It's October, Halloween is here, almost 2020. There's a lot of flow. See, let go and flow also came up. So the universe is really like, just flow. Don't force anything. If something feels forced, either step back and just let it flow, or it's not right for you, okay? We also have you are not afraid. And I love that because it's just an affirmation saying that if you are afraid, you're just fearful of the unknown. You're just fearful of the change. However, you just have to ask yourself now, is staying the same more painful than changing? Because I know for me, that was the moment where I changed everything. I changed my whole life, was when literally staying the same, I knew was going to hurt me more than if I just fucking changed. And it was true. It was real. So yes, so that is the tarot for this week. So astrologically, and remember this is a Vedic astrology, so it is slightly different. Okay, so yesterday, Saturday, the 28th, we had the new moon in Virgo in Nakshatra Hasta. The sun is also in Vedic Virgo in the nakshatra hasta. So hasta represents a hand. It's helping hands. This new moon is really going to bring things that really are things to do with really getting down and dirty into the dirty work. So it's almost like before we were like up here and planning, and this new moon was just like, all right, now let's do it. Let's go. Let's get down and dirty and let's do it. So you might expect to be of service to other people, or people may actually come up and be of service to you. So the moon starts this week today in the nakshatra Chitra. So it's moving from Virgo to Libra. The symbol of the day is a pearl, so it really brings up the energy of wanting the best things in life. So maybe that's why things with relationships are kind of gonna get a little funky, because you're looking at everybody sideways just like, you know what, I deserve better than this. You know what I mean? And then tomorrow the moon moves into Swati, which is in Libra, and Swati has the energy of a sword. It has the energy to completely cut through ignorance and to get to the point. Then Tuesday we have the moon moving to Vishaka, which is Libra to Scorpio, which is represented by an archway for weddings, which I think is really cute. And that is about kind of preparing for creative energies, okay? There's a lot of deadening of things and a lot of new beginnings. There's this transitional period, very transitional period. Then we have the moon moving to Anuradha. Where are you going? Which is in Scorpio. That energy is represented by a lotus, and that energy is about actually renewing relationships that are good for you. So again, it's like the beginning of the week is getting rid, and the middle of the week is going to start creation again. Then Thursday, the moon moves to Jeshta, which is in Scorpio again, and this is represented by an umbrella or an elder, and this is when we look back on our past experiences to help us with our current experiences. So meditation again. Then on Friday, the moon moves to Mula, which is represented by some roots, and that day is a good day to look at the root cause of problems. So if you still have some issues by the end of the week, you really need to get out of your own head and be like, okay, what is really causing the problem? Because again, this week it's purge. Friday, October 4th, Mercury and Venus both move into Swati in Libra. So Mercury, our communication, and Venus, our love and relationships, both move into Libra, and then nakshatra is again represented by a sword. So a lot of cutting shit out, cutting ignorance out, and becoming self-sufficient. Basically, I feel like this week is really about, like, if the truth hasn't come out for y'all yet, more of it's gonna come out this week. Shit's gonna get real fucking clear. Shit's gonna get real fucking clear about a lot of shit, okay? About a lot. And then finally, Saturday the 5th is our first quarter moon in Sagittarius, in Purva Ashada. And we actually have Saturn ending its second pada in Purva Ashada. So both the moon and Saturn are in Purva Ashada in Sagittarius. Purva Ashada is represented by an elephant tusk, and the energy of that nakshatra is about clearing out inefficient old ways of thinking so you can think clearly and do things efficiently. So there is a lot of energy when it comes to moving forward and really closing the book on old things. Even the tarot said it, the astrology said it. So with all of this being said, this week I feel like everyone just really be prepared to close the book on situations that just don't serve you anymore. They just don't. Be confident that it's divine timing. Be confident that the universe has something better for you. So a little week-long homework, if you guys want, is meditate this week, guys. Meditate. And when I say meditate, go on the YouTube channel that I really like on here is Meditative Mind. They have really great music. I say literally pop in some AirPods, sit, listen, go into a trance, literally just think about everything, think about nothing, just sit there and listen and meditate. Also, if anything came up for you in your mind when I was talking, as far as deadening something or whatever, that's something you should deaden, okay? Don't be afraid, okay? I promise you. I'm looking at the October calendar right now. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it, okay? Next year is gonna be fucking crazy. So if you thought that this year was crazy, it's not gonna be like next year. So you might as well get rid of all the crazies from this year so you can move on nicely for next year. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to me if you would like this update once a week. I'm doing tarot spreads for the signs for October as well. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope you have a great week.